A very warm welcome to a very warm Dubai, and a very warm welcome to Travelport Live, Middle East and Africa. Now, as Nick has alluded to, we have a very packed agenda over the next 2 days. But what is humbling for me, and why I'm so energized at looking at the group that is out here, is we have over 200 of the travel industry's leaders here with us today. These are people who have dedicated time to be with us and to work through the theme of the conference. The theme of the conference is about the experience economy and the impact that that experience economy has on our $9 trillion global travel market. Now, just to provide some context and set the scene, it's important to understand that there are two converging trends that are driving the modern experience economy. The first is escalating demand for those memorable and personalized experiences. And the second, the rapid and ever-accelerated advancement in technology. So today, the annual expenditure on experience already outpaces the expenditure on goods and services. And that demand for those experiences transcends generations. And the youngest are absolutely leading the charge here. If we look at this region, 40% of the population are millennials. 80% of those would rather spend their money on experiences over and above the material items, apart from the one or two people on the poll. But we will find out who they are. I'm intrigued. But going back to those millennials, another fantastic statistic for me is that of those millennials, 50% of them, of millennials and Gen Z, would rather sell their own clothes and furniture if that could get them to travel further. Now, I don't know what you think of my wardrobe, but I'm not sure I'm going to get much further than a bus ride to Abu Dhabi. But just think about that mindset. But it's not just any experience that travelers today want. Bucket list experiences, for example, are very high on the list. And why is that? Because there is perceived status and social capital associated with sharing those memorable experiences. Transformative experiences are also high on the list. So what is a transformative experience? Well, this is where there's a personal improvement, be it physical, psychological, or emotional well-being as a result of that experience. So it's these trends, ladies and gentlemen, that are changing travel. And there is no question, it is happening everywhere. I talked about technology as well being a driver, and the advances in technology are an incredibly powerful driver of the experience economy, as they are constantly unlocking new opportunities to deliver memorable and personalized experiences. Today in the Middle East and Africa, there are 174 million people with smartphones. There are 352 million active social media users. And to give you an idea of the trajectory that's on, that's up 10% on prior year. That's another 30 or so million. An absolutely incredible growth trajectory still. Globally, there are countless initiatives embracing artificial intelligence, and it's even been suggested that by 2029, machine learning and artificial intelligence will be indistinguishable from human intelligence. And virtual reality, absolutely huge and growing. In fact, by the end of the year, in the Middle East and North Africa, this is a market that's estimated to be worth something like $6 billion. Companies Organizations, destinations are all embracing virtual reality increasingly to deliver those memorable experiences both locally and internationally. And in fact, in 2018, Conservation International launched a virtual reality film called My Africa. Now, what this does is it brings the wild savanna to people all over the world, and importantly, highlights the efforts to bring humans and wildlife to live peacefully side by side. Other things in virtual reality. Right now, just down the road, the Burj Khalifa, you can go up to the top of the Burj Khalifa and you can parachute down. But let me just clarify that, because I know you saw Nick parachuting over the palm. That was quite an impressive feat, so well done, Nick. But I don't think any of us would want me parachuting down. I don't think it's going to do a lot for tourism, me flying down from the Burj Khalifa. So this is a virtual reality parachuting down, Mission Impossible style. And the Dubai Emirate is also home to the largest virtual reality theme park in the world. There are countless other examples of the modern experience economy in action here. In Kenya, moving on to Africa, M-Pesa, Africa's first mobile money platform, has completely transformed the experience of transacting money and indeed significantly improved financial inclusion. This has significant implications that one can't overlook for the travel industry. Mobile money allows financial services to be extended to those individuals that were previously unbanked, and it's able to do that because it doesn't require significant cost and infrastructure. Today, M-Pesa has 26 million active users, and earlier this year, Travelport were extremely proud to become the first travel commerce platform to integrate M-Pesa transactions into the point of sale. Moving on, Saudi Arabia. This, for me, is incredibly exciting. Saudi Arabia is also looking to benefit from the experience economy. And it's no coincidence that the CEO of Saudi Entertainment Ventures is, in fact, a former Disney executive. Earlier this year, he unveiled a $64 billion government investment plan that will fund, amongst other things, massive new family entertainment destinations. And I think whether on social media or just seeing the billboards driving down Sheikh Zayed Road, you've seen the impact of the news about the visas. So the kingdom also recently made tourist visas available for citizens from up to 49 countries. That is going to completely open up access to the incredible country that Saudi Arabia is. We're also now seeing international experience-driven platforms basically cashing in on the experience economy in this region. If we look at Eat With allows diners, travelers, to dine with locals in their own homes, in here, for example, in the UAE, in South Africa, and Kuwait. Viable and Airbnb experiences are other examples. Both let visitors book local-led experiences, whether that's learning about lemurs in Madagascar, or whether that's looking at the marvels that are in Petra from an archaeological perspective. So, ladies and gentlemen, the evidence of the experience economy and the impact it's having on travel and tourism is everywhere. Let's truly embrace it. Now, I'm shortly going to hand over to a gentleman called Jeffrey Weston. He's a partner at Bain and truly an expert on the experience economy. But before I do so, I just want to personally thank you all for taking the time to join us here in Dubai. The Middle East and Africa is an incredibly important region for Travelport. It's important because we believe in this region. We are growing in this region, and we are investing in this region. And we will continue to do so to build on the momentum and the success that all of you have driven in partnership with us, Travelport. So if we can continue to work together, to learn together, respond to the needs of the region's travelers, we will all continue to grow and reap the many benefits that is the experience economy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.